against the Aliens. Our State Farm roster show us a seasoned group for Gary Payton's club.
Gary, because when the Seattle Supersonics drafted him in 1990, that's the reason why they traded me. But I've forgiven Gary over the years. We've had our matchups, and I would call him a friend now.
It worked out for both of you.
Yes.
To say the least. Away we go. Second game, Aliens and the three-headed monsters. Aliens seeking their first win in their history. One of the 4 expansion clubs to this year's Big 3. Three-headed Shannon Brown. Now, reset of the rules. First of 50 wins have to win by 2. Be at halftime when one team scores 25. And keep in mind the 4-point shot. Player must be touching something. Ryan Hollins in for Greg Oden.
Quick early sub. Just try to give him a chance to think about it. Recalibrate a little bit.
Rashard Lewis, third in the first half. He must sit until halftime. Hollins clearing a lot of space, and Andre Owens buries along too.
And that's who we talked about.
Lewis. So the three-headed monsters, starting 3 are out there. Aliens have made 2 substitutions. One-on-one, Evans swoops in, and the lefty hook shot. 39 years old, Reggie Evans. 13 NBA seasons as Rush steps up and buries it.
Brandon Rush is the guy I'm looking to have a big game today, at least today. He's not going to get very mulligans there.
Maybe get up to Marion after this here in Philadelphia. Hollins breaks free of Evans and fist bumps all.
Practice on yesterday talked about Ryan Hollins playing more aggressive and more fierce around the basket.
Stays in. Robert Vaden has come on for the first time. Didn't play last week. 3-pointer, got it. The Aliens a strong start, 14-6, and a timeout for
each other for 4 years in the SEC and had some battles. He came out on top a little bit more than I wanted, but he's done a really great job and just signed a long-term contract, Ed. Something is a game of cycles, and you have to manage it whether you're in a low cycle or a high cycle. So right now, the Aliens are playing some great, or are they going to get careless with the basketball? But they're on fire right now.
Here's Trey Simmons off the dribble, and he drains it. Let's see if his foot was on the line. Different story so far. Three-headed monsters maintain. 5 to shoot. Fouled. Shooting it. Trey Simmons. Counted. And he's going to the line for a chance at 3. With Brandon Roy. Here's Vaden. And the rebound for Larry Sanders. Simmons, driving room. Had an open layup. Sanders, tougher shot, but that does go. Owens, great on-ball defense. Backdoor, Simmons, denied by Brandon Rush. And now it's Rush for 3.
This can be a bailout shot, or you're going to try to move the ball. Who can fight through fatigue right now is important.
Simmons gets it back, almost traveled with it, Avery, but finishes to pull the three-headed monster. Rush. On a switch, Owens against Evans, sets up Brandon Rush, fall-away jumper, good, and much needed after missing 7 straight shots.
Yes. Defensively, he's really getting after it.
Evans took it right at Hollins, couldn't finish. This is for halftime. Rush drills it. And at the break, it's 25-17 Aliens. And you mentioned that.
Rush open from behind the three-point line. Too late on the closeout.
Brendan Tierney with the story from three-headed monsters head coach Gary Payton.
All right, Galone, 32% you guys are shooting good shots, just not going down, or bad shots, or a little bit in between. What do you see?
I think it's a little rushing, too. We don't have no energy. We have no energy. We came out with no fire in us, and then they took it to us. They're shooting the ball well. I still don't care. If you don't shoot the basketball well, the hustle plays will get you back in the game, and we haven't been doing that.
Well, that's got to bother you, because aside from being a great defensive player, you were all energy, so you see guys a little listless. How do you get them to snap into it?
Well, you got to sub and then see if we can get somebody off the bench that can do it. The second unit came in and gave us a little boost, but then they got a little complacent, and then they didn't do it at the end. But I think if we keep it going and we get a little bit more fire in us, I think this unit I got out here now will do that.
All right, go coach him up. Thanks, Gary.
Thank you.
You got it.
MBT, you know that so far in this second game.
It'll be pretty interesting if they can get Greg Oden established in the low post and if he's going to be able to finish.
On cue.
Great finish. Good left hand. Good left. Good on balance shot by Odin.
Owens step back over Chalmers was a 2-point shot. So the three-headed monsters, Lewis, Chalmers, and Evans. Rashard Lewis, difficult shot, gets it over Shannon Brown. I think the player on the three-headed monsters, that island to work with and make a comeback.
Right, absolutely, and it looks like the three-headed monsters are not going to double team defense, and he's not having much success against Odin right now, and even Hollins. Both of those guys are playing extremely well versus Reggie Evans.
Lewis, Odin got a piece, and Brown's got it for the Aliens.
That Greg Oden wants to play on both ends of the floor.
Well, the balance.
Exactly.
Chalmers steps out. Lewis, offensive rebound. Trying to dish it off.
Better. That's what I love about these guys. He's better and better.
The footwork.
Yeah, the footwork.
This fell on Lewis.
You never know whether it's Greg Oden or Rush. And we talked about this earlier, Ed. These guys can help a lot of teams. Whether it's on the NBA level. Ed, I never really had three-point range, and let alone four-point range. Ed, can I try a four-point shot after the game's over?
I could say this. You made 27.
It's better to just step back, 3 more steps and attempt a three-point shot, a four-point shot, rather than to shoot a long two with your foot on the line.
Difficult shot, but years ago.
Yeah. He's playing a great. Analytics is not the tool, but it's a tool that can really help a team with matchups.
All-star Tiny Archibald, the Hall of Famer. Ed Cohen, Avery Johnson, Brandon Tierney with you from Philadelphia. Andre Owens blocked away by Larry.
The Aliens going to continue to try to go at Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, but now he got the weak side help from Sanders.
Mahmoud, easy pass to the rim, and here career with Miami in 2006. Maybe don't want to go too deep into that one. Mahmoud, no. Sanders, yes. And the three-headed monsters are back within 6.
Sends a great message to your team.
Rashard Lewis creates some space and hits it over Brown.
I think one of the things here is, instead of setting the pick and roll, you have to slip and move. And even if you slip, you can slip into some sort of figure out where is the weaker of the defenders. That's the guy that we want to try to attack.
Owens, the spin and the finish over front rim.
Great job.
Distance down by 6.
Reggie was telling me his oldest, one of his daughters is 6'2". And he said, Coach, my daughter's taller than you. I don't know if I should have smiled. Can get uncontested shots or get to the free throw line.
Lewis turns into one and buries it over Rush. Come back.
Once Rashard Lewis gets that ball over his head.
Monsters. Chalmers, Evans, Lewis out there.
The key is going to be for the Aliens. What are they going to do with their pick and roll coverage?
Lewis for the win. He's fouled. It doesn't matter. Three-headed monsters. Winners in Philly.
Wow. What a great pass. Catch and shoot by Rashard Lewis. And his drives to the basket set up that three-point shot.
We talked about how unguardable this is. Boom.
14-0 run to end the game.
They finish it off, outscoring the Aliens 29-2.
Off a curl, getting hit, dropping a game winner.
It's tough because it's a physical game. Your legs kind of go on you, trying to make jump shots. But the most important part is we got the win. I'm happy we got the win today.
No doubt. Gary Payton talking to it half, he said, I need my guys to show some more energy. I'm sure he explained that in his own words, in his own way, right?
Yeah, you know how Gary talks. Oh, yeah. So he knows how to light a fire on us a little bit. But one thing about us is we may not knock down shots. We're going to keep playing hard, and try our best to win the game.
That's a great shot, man. Nice job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, Rashard Lewis banging it at the horn, basically. Wow.